about what we are going to discuss in the next 30 minutes or 30 or 40 minutes. The one is about the national education policy objectives for artificial intelligence technology. What is intelligence and AI? How AI system work? Major areas, fields of AI, generative AI, opportunities, challenges, and responsible use of artificial intelligence in education. Out of these, few things is already discussed by Mr. Gautam Viswas. So I'm coming to first is about the national education policy, what he says about artificial intelligence. One of the major problems for all of us, for all the teachers, is that they want to learn, but they don't want to unlearn or relearn. They only want to learn. Learning is not possible unless you unlearn and relearn. So it is the most important highlight of national education policy. And I'm sure that all the teachers will understand this thing. On so many occasions, I have said that the one character, the one point for all the teachers is upgrade and update yourself. Otherwise, our condition will be like Nokia, like camera. I mean, if you see, the camera is going to be extinct, and very soon you won't see any camera. It will be part of the history. So many things are there, not one, so many things. And as a teacher, if we are not upgrading and updating ourselves, we soon will be the part of the history. I mean, our children will not like. Why our children will not like? Because the children are alpha generation learner. They are quick learners. They are very energetic. They are all wonderful in gadgets. And we have to learn gadgets. And still we don't want to learn the gadgets. So it is the major problem with us. There's a technological gap. It is called digital gap between the teachers and the children. So that's why we are arranging such type of programs. So the teacher should feel that we cannot survive in the system without the technology. Science and technology is developing, and it is actually the fourth industrial revolution which is going on. So at this time, use of AI is very, very helpful in all the spheres of life. Like earlier, they have given a summary of this, that in all the fields, it can be education, it can be entertainment, it can be tourism. Even if you are booking a ticket, AI is used. You are going somewhere, you have to take the help of Google. After some time, he will tell you where you are and where you have to go. So it is very essential that not only children should learn, but they also know how to learn. How to learn is very, very important. What is intelligence? Need not to say, there are two things. One is intelligence and one is artificial intelligence. Intelligence is, if you see the definition, it is the ability to learn and perform suitable techniques to certain problems to achieve the goals. But again, It is the human nature to produce more and more advanced version of all these things. We have produced artificial intelligence. Some of you might be familiar that there was a there was a chess tournament, chess match between the machine and the man. The man was Garry Kasparov, who was the champion of the chess at that time.
Yes, sir.
And he was playing chess with the machine. And Kasparov had lost the match. And he was shocked. How can it be possible? But the simple technique is that the machine was there in all the matches that he was playing. The machine was taking the feedback, an algorithm was being made, and it was there in the machine, and the machine has played and won. So this modern machine is, it can be flexible, it can be accurate, it can be consistent, but at least it is not intelligent. It is intelligence is feed by you, remember. You have to make the machine intelligent. Now, this is artificial intelligence, how we are using it, automation, robotics, virtual assistant, है ना, खूब सारे एलेक्सा, और क्या क्या है, कोई को बताएगा और क्या क्या है एलेक्सा के अलावा?
फिर सीरी।
सर आईफोन में होता है सिरी।
Siri, yes.
Siri, और
Sir, Google Assistant
yeah.
is there.
Google
Cortana is
Assistant.
there.
Cortana goes with Google.
Even Amazon Echo, these also
Google
work as
Assistant.
virtual assistants.
Google Assistant. So 3-4, I'm very happy that 3-4 answers have come. Then software, then self-driving car, etc., etc. So many things are there. And I was reading somewhere that now they are developing a technology where gadgets are not required and the chip will be implanted inside the skin. So for this your mobile, you have not to use, you have not to carry the mobile. I said you have not to carry it. It is there inside your skin, and even when you are taking a bath, you can talk with your friend after pushing certain buttons. So this is how we are going. So if you see the human behavior, what the human behavior is to do, what is the human behavior? What is the characteristic feature of the human behavior? And if you see artificial intelligence, what is this? Is simulation of human intelligence process by computer systems. The same thing is done by the machine. And what in BEd you might have read knowledge, understanding, application. And if you see nowadays, they are saying 21st century learning. So here it can be the problem solving, it can be creativity, it can be communication, like so forth and so on. Here they have given an example of Siri and Alexa. They are powered by AI. But they are all old version. Now many new versions have come. So this is, they have shown earlier also, both the speakers have shown that AI is daily life. I'll take only one example. The healthcare robots are doing checking, and further they are also operating. One of our friend recently undergone a surgery done by the robots. They are moving inside the body with the help of very artificial movements controlled by this artificial intelligence. Agriculture, drone technology with AI, retailing, at least हमारी जो retailing की agencies हैं, most of the agencies of retailing, that from where you are purchasing the things, online purchasing, कहाँ से कर रहे हैं आप? ऑनलाइन परचेजिंग प्लेटफॉर्म कौन कौन से है बताइए?
Sir, we use Flipkart, Myntra, Amazon, Meesho.
And see, very interesting case. All these are only based. All these are only based with AI. Without AI, they cannot do anything. And do you know one very interesting thing I read somewhere, that all the taxis that we are using in Ola, Uber, इनके पास अपना कुछ भी नहीं है. They are all running through a single platform which is controlled by AI. Similarly, productivity in work, that is discussed by the earlier one. And personal life में तो कुछ बोलने की जरूरत ही नहीं है. You cannot survive without AI in personal life. चाहे वो ट्रांजेक्शन ऑफ द मनी हो, और चाहे वो लिफ्ट में चलना हो, चाहे वो एयरपोर्ट पे जाना हो. Recently, I have seen one trolley in Hyderabad that is operated by artificial intelligence. That is, you have to take the trolley, and trolley will you have to feed your this number of the flight, which flight number is there, and which platform you have to go, and they will that trolley will carry you to that particular place along with your luggage. So that is known as smart trolley in Hyderabad. So it is some of the applications. Now, how it is work in all the session, you will see that how it work. सुरभि मैडम ने बताया आपको कैसा काम करता है ये. It is actually, it is all data are there. It is data are systematically arranged, making the algorithm, giving the instructions, and then further they have given certain decisions. They are based on the patterns. So they become decision making and performing the task. अब अचानक एआई में क्यों बूम आया? ज्यादा पुरानी बात नहीं. It's not very old thing. If you see, all these things happened after COVID. After COVID, things are changed. And the teachers who were not ready to work on the computers, now they become computer savvy. And I tell you very frankly that the days are not far when every teacher will use AI in his daily routine to remain in the fray. Otherwise, he will be out of the system. The reason is that there's a rapid growth of social media, digital. We have never thought that there will be a smart board where anything from anywhere at any time you can teach. Vast data is there. The only thing is that the person should know how to use the smart board. Then there's a deep learning techniques are there. Natural language processing is there. That is, now we used to understand and interpret the human language also. So there are number of regions are there. That's why there is a sudden boom in the AI system. Now this is technical applications area of AI. Image processing. Very interesting. Image processing, although I think Surbhi madam has touched this image processing. Similar image. your similar image will be there. Image processing, sentiment analysis. AI used to do. You are happy, you are sad. Natural language processing, we have discussed. Video processing. I mean, if it is misused, then it is very dangerous. Then speech recognition. Uh, there are certain places like if you see in Apple also there is one speech recognition place is there. By that you can open your Apple and Internet of Things. You know very well that how we are connected with the internet, how we cannot go without this. So this is the thing that already we have discussed. Now is generative AI. Generative name indicates generate. So it is concerning with generating new content. It is a subset of many things, machine learning, and then drawing from the techniques. It actually reinforce learning to generate output, having many things like text, image, music, video, or more. Oh, baapre. So this is some example. Marketing content, sales email, support chat, email, general writing, note taking. I'm not describing it because the name itself is very clear. And as a teacher, you know very well that what is this? Code generation, code documentation, text to SQL, web app builder, image generation, consumer social, media advertising, design, voice synthesis. Almost everywhere you see that nowadays it is there. So nowadays, what is there? We are learning text, we are learning code, making image, speech recognition, video, 3D, 4D, we are making. So many things we are doing. If you see, CBSE had started a program for our teachers about the artificial intelligence also. And from class 6, they have started coding. This is some example, although it has already discussed, but some just to have some look. Retail service. Retail service means आपके जो चीजें हैं जो आप मंगाते हैं Amazon या जियो वगैरह वगैरह जो भी है. So customer service automation, sales and product recommendation, 24/7 customer support. So this is the use cases they have given. For healthcare, they used to provide diagnostic support, symptoms checking, and clinical trial matching. It is all done with the help of AI. You are sitting at your home and you are consulting AI doctor, and he is prescribing you online that it is your diagnosis, it is your treatment, it is your symptoms, and you have to talk to me after so many days after consuming the medicine. Just think, in our time, what we used to do, we used to go to a doctor. Doctor used to take our hand and he used to see the pulse and temperature with the help of thermometer. Now everything is automatic. You might have seen there is a in Apple there is a app, sub app, I think, about the health, where that app used to tell you that how much stairs you have taken, how much kilometer you have traveled today. And further, if you go to the health section, they will give you what is your pulse, what is your blood pressure, so on and so on and so forth. Next is finance and banking.
Sir, sorry, I'm interrupting you. Arun Pratap sir has just joined.
Mr. Kushwaha is on.
Yes, sir. I just accepted his joining request.
कुशवाहा जी आप हैं क्या? कुशवाहा जी, are you there?
Hello, sir. Sir, I'm just got off from the embassy, sir.
आ गए
Hello.
आप?
Yes, sir. Sir. On the way, sir. I'm going just back to home, sir. On the way, actually, I just log in between, sir.
आपका तो सारा हमने पढ़ा दिया, आप क्या करोगे आप?
Actually, sir, I could not join because the program was over and I was just asked. I asked through so many times, 2 or 3 times, sir. फिर उसके बाद निकल के सर आया
चलो कोई
तो
बात.
सर.
Chalo, thank you very much. But anyhow, I have just explained your slides because
Sir,
you
sir.
have given this, so I have explained from your slide.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
That you can check whether I am saying true or not.
Sir.
Then about the education. In the education, everything is automation. You might have seen that so many apps are there now
Yes, sir.
about
Yes.
the office automation apps are there, and classroom supervision apps are also there. And I have seen one app that is, I'll show you that app sometime later. That app is very interesting. That as a
Sir.
teacher, you have not to check the copies. You have to feed, you have to take the photograph of the particular page, and that page you have to put inside this the machine. The machine will evaluate and tell you the correctness of that. And in case you are taking the multiple test items, it will give the marks. Even for 1 line, 2 line, 3 line, it will give the marks. It is deep learning methods. It is a very good software that I have seen. So sometime later, I'll show you that as a teacher, how can you use it in the classroom.
Sure, sir.
The next is supply chain management. So supply chain, तो आपको पता ही है supply का मतलब क्या होता है और chain का मतलब क्या होता है. That is, you have to know the inventory management, the query, shipment, tracking, कहाँ जा रहा है, update, all the things. And then finally, whenever you are saying about the supply or about the management, the most important thing is crisis management. And for the crisis management, you have to do certain contingent plan. So this is the major use area. And most of the things are already discussed by Surbhi ma'am and the Gautam Viswas. So I'm not taking much time on this. This is already I have discussed with, but this again this slide, conversational AI. So when we talk of conversation, you might have seen conversation. Two things are there. One is to understand the things, and second is the processing the human language. So it is the synthetic brain power that makes machine capable of understanding, processing, and responding to human language. Like later on, you will read about the neural networks also in there, which are related with the natural language processing. It's a very interesting field. Samiksha, how much time we have?
So we still have 25 minutes.
Okay. So this is a type of AI conversation is being shown here. That is on one side, can you help me? Service request, the person is requesting, can you help me? And on the other side, the person says, what does the person want? Actually, it is very common. And if you see, the most of the, like I have seen it in Geo, they give the answer that sometimes you don't like, but they give the answer which is already feed. That answer they used to give. So, and in the end, they say, was this talk beneficial for you? Yes or no? So it is somewhat very interesting. Sometimes it is very good, serve your purpose, but most of the time I have seen, it is my personal experience, that it is not doing so much service. But as far as conversation is there, it is limited to the responses which is feed to the machine. But it is very interesting, and I think almost all of you have seen. Is there anyone who has not seen it? Conversation, AI conversation. भाई सो रहे हो क्या रेनू रावत? रेनू, टीना?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
अरे आप बोल ही नहीं रहे हो.
So sorry, sir.
Have you seen any AI conversation in your daily life?
Yes, sir. We actually do. When we, music के लिए we just ask for that particular song and it works out. We usually use that speech recognition tool that is in every search engine. So that is also AI, I think.
Okay, Tina,
सर
you
बेस्ट
tell me one
एग्जांपल तो
example.
सर क्या है कि जब भी खाना बनाने का मन नहीं करता है सर जोमेटो से करते हैं ऑर्डर, और जब वो ऑर्डर परेशान करता है तब हम यूज करते हैं उसका चैटबॉट. तो दैट इज द बेस्ट एआई कन्वर्सेशन आई हैव हैड सो फार. तो वो वहां पे बहुत ज्यादा इसका यूज होता है. फर्स्टली दे गिव द चैटबॉट्स व्हेन यू आर टॉकिंग, and then if you're not satisfied with the support which they are giving, then they transfer the call for the customer care. So that is one example of this. And of course
Even we have it on Google as well, that we can speak and tell that whatever we want to search.
Okay, any other who want to give his opinion? कोई नहीं है? मनीष जी आप बताओ.
So
मनीष कुमार.
now, excuse me, sir, nowadays we have WPS on our phones on which we can make documents by dictating only.
Very good. Neelam Bhardwaj, only one example.
Sir, when we use Google Maps, at that time it gives you an idea where and which route to use, and which route is has more load of traffic. So that is also an example of AI.
Please read the slide that I'm showing it to you and then answer. Okay. It is the can you help
Okay, sir.
me? It is can you help me? So what the person want? Have you seen any such conversation in your life? Many conversations you might have seen. So I'm asking.
Yes, sir. ChatGPT we use. There we give request or we give prompt to ChatGPT in case we have any query. So it also gives us answer according to prompt.
Good. Or any other? Ritu
Sir,
बताइए.
good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Actually, as our conversation in our daily life, not only teaching learning tools, but some other thing in the chat box, whenever we are going to open the WhatsApp or other groups, then already now it is already prompting in our screen that AI version that you want to take any kind of emoji or otherwise any text. It is ready-made to you now due to AI. Suppose simple one questions I want to ask to my colleague or anyone that about my puppy. There is a puppy that puppy is suffering from some kind of diseases that is unknown to us. But AI can supposed to help you in this case that how can you uh, uh, take the care of this puppy or other thing. Simple things nowadays we are facing that it has like inculcating us in various way.
Thank you. Now we are coming to next. This is, see, it is very interesting. User's query. I would like to set a reminder for 3 p.m. tomorrow. Natural learning process, deep learning, see the difference. Machine learning, and then he's saying, sure. This sort of thing, have you seen somewhere?
Yes, sir. This
Where?
is what the virtual assistants are doing. Just when we talked about Siri, Cortana, this
Tell
Google
me one
Assistant.
example.
Sir, Siri, the very famous example is Siri. Every day when we are setting alarms for that, or we can go with Amazon Echo. That is another example. Where through your voice commands, it is actually a natural language processing domain of AI, where through voice commands, the machine is trying to interpret and do whatever you are saying. So Siri and Echo, Amazon Echo, these are the examples.
Okay. I have seen it in Ola. That if you want to book the Ola of the next day, so suppose you want to book
Yes, sir.
Ola of the next day.
Exactly. Yes.
So perfectly, they will let you know that before 10 minutes, the driver will ring you. So sometime when I used to go in the night, maybe at 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. So I used to book Ola in advance, and they used to do the same thing, which is given here. So this is very interesting, and sometimes we are using it, but forgetting it that it is AI. Okay. So thank you very much. Type of conversational AI. Alexa. Alexa advertisement.
Exactly, sir. Exactly. About Alexa. Alexa is the best example for AI.
Best example. That is, Alexa, please play a song. और सॉन्ग का नाम बता दो, वो तुरंत बजा देगा उसी को. So very interesting, and many things they have to do. Then voice bots are there, and interactive voice system is there. It is there in the Google. You can see very well.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, sir. And Akinator. Alexa act as an Akinator.
Maybe that many more are there, but I don't know. But I am sure that now, because technology is multiplying in such a way that unless and until you are not going to the market, you won't know that this is the technology which is coming. Yesterday, I think this Apple 16 is launched, and having a lot of, I mean, they said it is AI operated Apple. So if you are really interested in AI, take Apple 16. Anyhow. So in AI in education, Gautam has told you about the use of ChatGPT and use of this another Microsoft क्या ना वो Copilot. So he has shown you about all this, that how Copilot is being used and how ChatGPT used. So now what is there that there was a time when you used to say to the children, भैया mobile लाओगे पकड़े जाओगे, and the time was changed and we set children to bring the mobile. And now again the time is there when teachers say that don't use ChatGPT. But I'm sure that the time will come when teacher will say that please take the help of ChatGPT. Now, as a teacher, you have to do both the things. You have to maintain the creativity of the children, but remember that ChatGPT is not the answer of everything. So sometimes ChatGPT also says, I don't know. So first is computer in education, increasing accessibility, facilitates personalized learning inside and outside the classroom. I mean, it is tailor-made and it goes with the student. I mean, whatever abilities are there of the student, you can modify it accordingly. It is the difficult task, very difficult task. Badi lambi calculations and data and records, and so they can be completed through AI in a very short time. And
Your voice is not audible.
can you
Yes, sir. Now you're
listen now?
audible. Yes, sir. It's audible now.
Yes, sir, audible.
I'm sorry, the light has gone. There was no light. So there was some sort of interruption in between. Can you see me?
Yes, sir. We can see
Yes,
you,
sir. Yes, sir.
and
You're
you're
Yes, sir.
audible
You are
also.
I cannot
audible
see.
also.
Okay. So anyhow, so the next is about just a minute. So we were discussing about the accessibility and the personalized learning we have discussed. And we have also discussed about the time consuming the processes. And finally, it is very quick. Now the next is, I'm sorry, I cannot show you because in this, it is very difficult to share this, but I'll share it with you on the group. Okay. So the next is universal access. There are two things are there. You might have seen that text to speech and speech to text conversation. Very interesting. It is very interesting AI tool. In any, you can do it. That is, earlier it was very difficult to type many things, and sometimes if you are typing and if you are thinking, it is somewhat very odd to write in that way. So now you can think, you can say, and that whatever you are saying, that will convert it to text. That is your voice to text. Then also you might have seen the one language to another language. This is also there. And it is very good for those people who doesn't know your language. You might have seen recently that when Modi ji was in Tamil Nadu, he was using this technique. He was speaking in Hindi, but the Tamil people was listening in Tamil. So we should learn a lesson from our PM, that he is so quick in adapting the artificial education. So as a policy maker perspective, what is meaning of AI? AI is very important in educational management. Several packages are there. School packages are there, which are only dealing with the educational management package. Then learning and assessment. Yesterday and day before yesterday, I was attending a conference arranged by DIDAC 2024 about this artificial intelligence. And they have made certain very good apps by which you can check the learning outcomes of the child starting from pre-primary to class 12. And not only learning this, but you can also assess them. So that is a wonderful tool. I have asked him what is the expenditure. He was saying that 1,000 per child. So it is costly, but maybe that with the time it will be cheap and we can all use it. Then empowering teachers, and finally it helps us to be the lifelong learners. Now next is the AI-based system for learning and assessment. That is about the language. They have discussed about the Duolingo. That is the smart robots. I was checking language के लिए Hello Talk, Mesmerize, Bubble, Baku, Fluent, and also BBC Learn English, Hello English. Number of apps are there for learning the language. Then next is about the AR, VR, that also comes in this. Now, the next is, this is basically a very intelligent tutoring system, because by this, the workload of the teachers becomes very less. Most of the time, you have seen that teachers are engaged in non-productive tasks. Paperwork. So paperwork becomes less because of this AI, and AI assistant or AI powered teaching assistant can be used for this. You might have seen in Bangalore, there is a robot who is teaching the class, physics, chemistry, and biology for an experiment sake. And the teacher is sitting in the class at the back, and she is also listening what is saying. And flawless teaching is going on because it is whatever she is teaching, it is already checked by the concerned teacher, and she is doing wonderfully well. Then empowering the role of the teacher, and I tell you that AI is for lifelong learning, for continuous assessment, and for lifelong learning achievements. You can make your own AI-driven e-portfolio so that you can see what is happening with you. But there are also certain ethical concerns that Madam has discussed in the beginning, ethical concern. That is privacy problem, accountability problem, safety problem, transparency problem. As already it is discussed by Madam Surbi, I'm simply passing on the reference. Now the question comes that what is after AI? What is the forward of this? Now, it is very essential that now the time has come, the teachers should learn what is the impact of AI in their life and their education, training, that is their professional enrichment, and also in their daily life. Number one. Number two is that all the educators and students and parents, all the stakeholders should have a basic understanding of AI and take it in a positive way. mix this technology, use its full potential with the content that you are teaching. Take it in that way. And actually, we don't have much discussion on the ethical guidelines. Indian government guidelines are very, not much guidelines are given by the Indian government, but European Commission published ethical guidelines, and that you can see in net. You can check. Now, finally, opportunities for the personal learning, enhance accessibility, administrative efficiency. But there are certain challenges. Only I'll say one or two lines about the challenges. One is data privacy. The madam has already told you about the data, that data raising concern is there about data security and privacy. If you see, in the last 1 year, there was a strong objection that the data of certain patients or AMC is being stolen, and the data of certain MPs was stolen. So it is data privacy is a major concern now, and data security is also. So one is this. Second is that the educational institution, that is our schools, they must regulate whatever laws are there to protect the student information. The student information should not be given to the private vendors without their consent. Otherwise, it can be a big problem. Next is about bias. About the bias, ma'am has already told you about the bias. Now, quality and reliability. Actually, Gautam ji has said you one thing, that whatever you are doing, whatever PowerPoint you are making, please check it. And that's, I want to do the same thing, that AI generated content is not always correct and reliable. It is very, very essential to check it, because it is based on the material which is available. Sometimes creates a lot of problem. Next is that don't rely on AI so much. Otherwise, your critical thinking, your creativity, your problem solving, about all these skills will be slowly and slowly diminished, and you will forget your own teaching. Next is about the ethical concern. The one is autonomy. For this, autonomy should be given to the teachers. And when autonomy will be given to teachers, it will reduce the human interaction in the learning process. Next is human oversight. AI cannot replace a teacher. AI cannot do the role of teacher. Teacher has to be in the center of all the information. AI should be used as a tool, and there should be some feedback mechanism where the students and the teachers can give their feedback on the AI tools and their effectiveness. Professional development is very, very essential for all, including, it can be teacher, it can be principal, it can be anybody. For all, regular training, regular updating, regular upgrading is very essential. And for that, you know, probably you all know that CBS is given CPD of 50 hours. In a year, you have to attend the 50 hours training, maybe of CBSE and CRT, of any other authorized agency. And the life is a continuous process. So this is about this artificial intelligence, and how can we integrate artificial intelligence in the education. So this is, I have discussed with you the opportunities, the challenges, and the responsible use. So thank you very much to Mr. APS KUSHWAH, who sent me this, the material to me, PowerPoint presentation to me, and I have shared with you all. So the views are of APS KUSHWAH ji. So thank you, KUSHWAH ji. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot,
I'll,
sir.
I
I'm
will
sorry
share.
for troubling you, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Actually, today, there was so many things were there, sir. So I could not attend, sir. But, sir, whatever I will explain, but you have actually, sir, did so many things, sir. I think you would, what I would have been, sir, explain. But whatever you have explained, sir, that is more than that, sir. That is 100 times better than me, sir.
Don't
Thank you
say,
so much, sir.
don't say so. I don't know anything about the artificial intelligence. I'm very artificial actually, but I don't know much about the artificial
Sir,
education. Anyhow, thank you.
natural intelligence will always be, sir, more than the artificial intelligence. That will be at the upper age of the artificial intelligence. Never, always be, sir.
Thank you very
Thanks a
much.
lot.
I'll give you trouble some other time. Okay. Thank
Sir, it
you.
will be my, it will be my privilege, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Can I share your PowerPoint with our
Sure,
teachers?
sure, sir. Sure, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much for doing so much. Taking so much pain and pushing and running and coming to our program. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you very much.